All right, let's get right into one of the most incredible moments in the entire Ramayana. After this unbelievable journey, Hanuman finally arrives at his destination. He's about to lay eyes on Ravana's kingdom for the very first time. And let me tell you, what he finds is not what you'd expect.
Just try to picture it. After that massive, world-changing leap across the ocean, Hanuman finally sees it. This golden light just shimmering on the horizon. And from where he's perched, you can almost hear him whisper these words. It's this mix of pure awe and, steely determination. He's made it. This is the heart of his enemy's power. So his first impression? It's just sheer, raw, natural power. This island isn't just some random piece of land in the sea. It's a natural fortress. You've got these massive mountains that literally look like they're standing guard, protecting everything that's hidden inside.
And then, behind the mountains, he sees the city itself. And wow, the architecture is just unreal. Towers so high, they seem to be scratching at the sky, catching the sunlight in a way that makes them look like they're on fire. It's a vision of just mind-boggling wealth.
The whole scene is just dripping with gold. I mean, the city is so bright, so magnificent, that the ocean around it becomes this perfect golden mirror. From the outside, you'd think Lanka was paradise on earth, maybe even a city built by the gods. But as we're about to see, appearances can be incredibly deceiving. So Hanuman needs to get a closer look, right? But without being seen. So he shrinks himself down to the size of a little cat and lands on the shore without a sound. And almost immediately, he feels it. Something is wrong. The incredible beauty he's seeing just doesn't line up with the vibe in the air. This is where that perfect illusion starts to crumble.
And this contrast, this is really the whole story of Lanka. On one hand, you have this absolutely stunning, shimmering golden city. But the energy, the feeling of the place, tells a completely different story. Hanuman can practically smell the arrogance of its ruler, and beneath that, the fear of its people. It's a paradise built on a completely rotten foundation.
Okay, so as Hanuman gets to the main gate, he runs into his first real test inside the city. And this little confrontation, it's going to expose the first major crack in Ravana's supposedly invincible kingdom.
And there she is, Lankini, a huge, terrifying demoness who is the sworn protector of the city. She is the living embodiment of that arrogance Hanuman felt earlier. And that's not a suggestion she's making, it's an absolute law. She is the gatekeeper to this entire world of fear.
Now you'd expect a huge battle, right? But the way this goes down is what's so amazing. Lankini, this fierce, powerful guardian, swings at Hanuman with her mace. And Hanuman, well, he doesn't even really fight back. He just defeats her with a single, almost casual flick. She just crumples to the ground, totally beaten by a gesture that seemed to take no effort at all.
And here's where things get really weird. Lankini is on the ground, completely overpowered, and instead of being angry or humiliated, she looks up at Hanuman and she smiles. It's a faint, knowing kind of smile. So you have to ask, why? Why on earth would the guardian of a city smile after being so easily defeated?
And here it is, the answer. Lankini was living under a prophecy. She knew that the day a creature defeated her with one single, effortless blow, it would be the sign that Lanka's time was up. So Hanuman's arrival isn't just some random intrusion. It's the official start of the countdown to Ravana's end. Her smile wasn't joy. It was her accepting fate.
With the prophecy out in the open and the guardian defeated, Lankini actually tells Hanuman to go on. So now, finally, he steps past the gates and into the city itself, slipping past that grand exterior to see what Ravana's kingdom is really like.
And that strange feeling he had outside? Inside, it's 100 times stronger. The sights are even more spectacular. We're talking golden mansions, bridges studded with jewels, palaces everywhere. But the feeling is pure oppression. He sees demon soldiers everywhere, citizens cowering in fear. It's a land completely ruled by ego, with no justice or kindness to be found.
Seeing the truth of this place just hardens his resolve. All this gold, this beauty, it's all meaningless. All that matters now is his mission. And with that quiet promise to himself, the scouting part of his mission is over. The search for Sita begins, right here in the enemy's den.
So, if there's one thing we take away from this, it's that a show of power, no matter how golden and shiny, is actually incredibly fragile. Hanuman's arrival proves that Lanka's biggest weakness wasn't its walls or its armies, but the very fear and ego it was built on. And that really leaves us with this huge question, doesn't it? How can just one person, acting with pure purpose, begin to unravel an entire kingdom that's built on nothing but fear?